going to try to make this an annual event.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Michelle will let me know when we're ready. Thank everybody for coming, and thank you all for coming. You have folks here from the territory, St. Thomas, St. John, you have St. Croix. We made it a coordinated effort.
Amazing.
I'm going to start in a sort of a second, I think. What I'd like to thank all of the folks, and I'm going to read some of the names of all of the folks that participated. Personally, you know, I try to send a check to Queen Louise Home. I'm going to get in trouble here because I'm a member of the Riff Raff group.
Yes. More of that. Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell everybody all what the Riff Raff group is, but I believe in the years we have always come around December
Yes.
and present several thousands of dollars from folks in the community that to be a member of the Riff Raff Club, there's an annual dues, and you have to make your checks payable to the Queen Louise Home for the children, and then Charlie Stitt and others would come, and on behalf of the Riff Raff booth in St. Croix, they would present the checks. And so my motivation this year, first to ensure that the budgetary numbers from the government of the VI to the Queen Louise Home was increased, which we did increase it, and we were happy to do it. And in the capital budget, there's the, we know that you've been struggling for years to do the Sister Emma Cottage project. There are about 9, I believe, children.
Yes. Currently, this is the Emma.
Right?
Yes.
And the Lutheran Social Services in Queen Louise want to build a facility to house these children that have significant physical disabilities and challenges. And it's a $1.6 million project. And in the capital budget, we've asked for, I think, $500,000 as a government's contribution to the project. And I am going to personally work with you and Lutheran Social Services to go out into the community to raise the remaining $1.1 million. That's my commitment to you. That's not why we're here this morning.
I've been listening.
Yes.
I've been wondering.
Rochelle, I need my list, please. Can I have my visiting card list? So what I'd like to do is, I'm just going to call off some names that I know the folks that are here. You have here today, you have Innovative Communications by Ms. Matarangas King. You have the manager of the Ritz-Carlton. Please tell us your name.
Marco Orlando.
Right? You have Marco Truckin, Jean Baptiste. Yes. You have Mr. Reimer from the Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority. I'm sorry, Gregory. Reimer's the other one. I'm on Port Authority. You're the Port Authority. Oh, then I apologize. So that's right. The WAPA's check is coming at 11:30. So this is the Port Authority. Right? We have money here from the Virgin Islands Next Generation Network, Dr. McGibbons. We have money from the lottery. We brought a friend of ours from Main Street was speaking with me, and I was telling him about this project. And he went to the various businesses, and combined from the various businesses, they collected $5,000 to put into this pot that you're going to get. Mikey and Judy Watson from the Petty Pump Room is adding to this pool. The Political Action Committee, Citizens for Better Government, has added to this pool. Just want to make sure, so you have Renaissance Jewelers, Casablanca, Eden Jewelers, Artistic Jewelers, Alpha Jewelers, Lucky Jewelers, Laline, Hurley Funeral Home in St. Thomas has contributed to this pot. Like I said, the VI Water and Power Authority, Marfa Trucking, Ritz-Carlton, Winston and Strawn from Washington, D.C. has contributed to this pot. And Attorney Peter Hebert has sent a check personally as well. Choice and Innovative, Mr. Pilar, and of course Jennifer Matarangas King. ICMC, International Capital Management Company, through its president, Mr. Colonel Williams, is contributing here. Southern Trust, Mr. Warren Mosler, Lime Tree Bay Terminals is here. And are we ready? So I can say what it is. I'm going to ask you to hold.
You have been busy.
I want you guys to just hold on to that for me? Come, please, so I can tell you. The combined amount of money that we were able to raise for Queen Louise Home is we got you $140,500 that we're presenting to you. That envelope I'm going to give you. There's a few checks that are coming, but we've confirmed that today. I'm not going to release the list, and just for the record, my annual personal contribution is in the pack as well. And we want to use this opportunity to really thank the folks at Lutheran Social Services, but more importantly, thank the director and the staff of the children, the staff of Queen Louise Home for the work that you do for the children and the orphans of the territory. And I'm going to ask if I can be so presumptive, and you know, as governor, I'm being labeled as being quite forward and off the pace. So I don't have to change. So I'm going to do some of that today. I would like to ask you personally, I believe there are 28 children here.
Yes.
I'm going to continue to do this each year that I'm in office. I'm going to try to make each year a larger contribution. And children in the Virgin Islands, in all families, have all kinds of experience in life. But I think one of the common realities that parents experience with children is that they grow and they get their individualities that sometimes you have to cater to them. And out of this pool of money, I'm asking Lutheran Social Services and the Queen Louise Home to set aside $400 for each child and give that child whatever they want as long as it's healthy and nurturing to the child. To give that child a little pool that's something that might be dear to them, that's something that they wish that they can have, that you can make sure that they get it out of this pool of money. And if we do that, the amount for all of the children will not even be 10% of what's in this contribution. But I believe, and we believe, that the enrichment and the experience that the child will have to just choose something that it wants and can get it would make me very wonderful to that child. We as a community, the business, the private sector, the public sector, we're just here to say to the children of Queen Louise Home that we love you, that we support you, that we appreciate what the people that work here do, that we know that many of the employees themselves reach into their pockets to help the home. And we just want you to know that our government and our territory and our community is going to partner with you to make sure that the children who are sometimes not being able to be raised by their family members and their parents, that the community can embrace them and care about them. And I'd like to use this moment to encourage people throughout the community. You just can't buy gifts and boxes of stuff and bring them to the Queen Louise Home. What we really ask you to do, if you get in the spirit of giving, that you come and see Ms. Stryker and the staff here and put something in an envelope and leave for the children, because they take really good care of the children. I come here annually. I'm going to be here again, I think, on Friday, when we'll participate in giving gifts to the children for the holiday season. And I look forward to doing that. But I've walked through this facility. It's very clean. The children are very well cared for. Their accommodations are very personal. As they grow in age, you know, you see that they move the facilities in terms of being able to take that young adult and get them ready for adulthood. The final good news that I have for you is when I was here one year, we talked about children falling through the cracks. And when the children at Queen Louise get of age of majority, when they become adults and they graduate from high school and they go off to college, if they have any shortcomings or challenges in their college lives, they really can't reach back to the Queen Louise Home legally to be cared for. It's like your child or a child in a home can reach back to mommy and daddy, and you give them that extra support because they're not going on their own and they're being independent. And so sometimes we've had a few children fall through the cracks, end up on the street, end up in drugs because there's just nobody to fall through on. Well, with the efforts of Janice Turnbull Krieger in our Department of Human Services, the Department of Health and Human Services approved, and this year we received a certificate that the Virgin Islands is included in the Title IV grant monies from the federal government. And what Title IV monies simply mean is that the territory is now eligible to access huge amounts of federal funds to take care of children in a foster care setting or an adoptive setting. And as far as the Queen Louise Home is concerned, what that means is that the children, when they reach an age of majority at Queen Louise Home and they go abroad, you will be able to access on behalf of those children until they reach age 26, including monies for rent, for living, for expenses in the colleges and universities. So I just want to let you know that I'm going to have my Health and Human Service staff work with you so that we make sure that we're profiling those children, that we keep track of them, and any of the needs that they have until they reach the age 26, they will be able to rely now on the Department of Human Services and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to get support so that they can really, that time when they go from teenage years to young adulthood, that they're going to have a support system to help them get across and really make it in life and really have the chance that all of us have who are able to be raised by our family members and by our parents. So it's really my pleasure, my heartfelt pleasure personally to be a part of this. And I want to thank all of you who have contributed to make this very successful for the children at the Queen Louise Home. On behalf of them, I want to thank you, and I want to thank you for making the effort to come from St. Thomas today and to be a part of this, because I don't want this to be viewed as something Kenny Mack is doing. I want it to be viewed as something that the Virgin Islands community is collectively doing for the children of the Queen Louise Home. So God bless